Hello and welcome. This video is about hometowns and humble beginnings, and the idea came into my mind when I think of immigration and those people who left their hometown or even home country in pursuit of a better life. So I was born and raised in the Philippines. I got in the United States in 2022, and there's a lot of basically nostalgia that I feel in regards to the Philippines whenever I think about it, whenever I look at photos and videos, and whenever I look back at my memories in the Philippines. And there's always this notion where we romanticize the Philippines. I see that in Instagram, which makes me miss my mother town or my mother country the most. I see those reels of like people traveling to the Philippines, trying out their food and going to provinces, right? And it is indeed a very humble beginning, especially coming from a place that, I'm not gonna lie, is not really good economically. I mean, that's how I viewed my home country when I was there. Until now, I have like mixed feelings about it, but it just gets you, usually, it gets me in my heart, like whenever I see videos of that. However, though, I went back one time back home, and it made me appreciate what I just left behind. And I think this is a common trait and a common characteristic, rather a common experience for most people who leave their hometown and then come back later a little bit changed, a little bit, you know, a part of them is carrying a different or a foreign person than they are when they left their hometown or something. So technically what I felt is nostalgia. That's literally what I do feel. It's nostalgia, this longing, this sense of dramaticness that I feel whenever I see my home country and whenever I think of going back home. And I always think of the province because I know that a lot of people, when they think of a country, they think of the capital. But I grew up in a province, which is kind of different from the capital. For the Philippines, it's different for Manila because Manila is the capital, and I grew up 4 hours away from Manila. However, there is this comment that I saw in one of the IG reels that I technically watched, and it says that for us Filipinos, or even for us people who moved out of the hometown, moved out of the country, there is a sense of nostalgia that you feel because you appreciate now the beauty of your home country. But when you're there, when you're one of the locals, you really can't appreciate the beauty of the home country that you are in because you are too busy surviving. They are too busy trying to think what's going to be the next move, what's going to be the next job, what's going to be the next food on the table. And that is a really great example of an experience that a lot of people feel, not just immigrants, but just people in general, that when you move out of a place where you survived, right? You look back on that place and you realize that you have missed its beauty. You realize that you spent so much time worrying about basic survival things or basic necessities for you to be for you to be able to even process your surroundings. And I didn't see the beauty of my country in the first place when I was there. All I ever thought was I want to go to the US. I wanted to escape this country. I wanted to go away because you are too busy trying to find the next move. I'm going to share just a little bit of our culture over there, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to be shared throughout countries in Asia. So when I was there, I really wanted to go to the US for opportunities. This is literally the main thing that propels me forward to become an international student or even an immigrant because they want the opportunities. Because in the Philippines, the only path, the most popular path, is going to college. Like, there is no other way. You are basically, I don't know, you are basically seen as nothing if you did not finish college or you did not have any education further than high school. It is very difficult for you to find a job when you don't have a college degree. That is hard. But here, I learned here that there is so much opportunities that you can do outside of high school. Again, I'm not in the United States for so long, so I've never really experienced a lot yet. But I can say that there's so much more in the horizon when it comes to opportunities here rather than in the Philippines. So it basically traps people into this mentality that you have to find the next step. What is going to be the next step for you, technically? So that's something that I always thought of, that we are so much locked into survival. What's going to be the next step? What's going to be my college degree? What's going to be my job? To even appreciate the surroundings that you're in. And I don't blame anybody for that, because that is also the state that I was in a few years ago. So anyway, that is a really good outlook for hometowns. Maybe that is why they say that you really don't grow as much as you can when you are inside your hometown. And that is why a lot of people advise for you to get out of your hometown, to see the world even further than your horizons, to realize what other things, what other opportunities can be made for you. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching this video.